Hello, Melissa here, and today we're going to be taking a tour of the Planet Fitness in McCandless, PA, just north of Pittsburgh. So starting off, in the front, we have a couple of machines. I see a tricep extension machine, biceps machine, incline bicep curl machine. Looks like we have a pec deck fly, chest press. And over here we have our dumbbell section, good amount of benches. To the left we have a couple more machines, a couple of Smith machines to the right. I like how they have two sets of a lot of the back machines. Another look at the Smith machines. A couple of hamstring curls. And to the right, we have our cable section, but it looks like a good chunk of it is out of commission. So that's unfortunate. To the left, we have some more leg machines. We have a calf press machine that I haven't really seen before. This back right corner, we have the 30-minute express section. Pretty standard so far. We got our preacher curl machine, leg curl machine, shoulder press, lat pull down, all the usual suspects. Real quick, I want to come back to this calf press machine. I haven't really seen this piece in another Planet Fitness, so points to them for that. Let's see what we have in this back left corner. Looks like we have our ab section, some ab machines, a small TRX section, and our little PFit 360, although it's more like a PFit 180. It's about half the size of a typical 360 section. Looks like we have our pull-up section, small stretching section to the right. Back here, tucked away, is another little yoga stretching section. Looks kind of gaping, if I'm being honest. Finally, we have some glute machines, hip abductor, adductors, rear kickback machine. Then just taking another look in the center. Ooh, we got some plates. Can get a little progressive overload action going on. Looks like they definitely clustered their ab machines all into this little section here. Looping back, wanted to get another show of the little stretching section with some Proctor machines. And then finally, let's take a stroll through the cardio section. We got 2 row machines, some stationary bikes, a couple more stationary bikes, a fleet of ellipticals, a second healthy fleet of ellipticals. some fancy stationary bikes, and look what we have here, a third fleet of ellipticals. One thing's for sure, you'll never be without an elliptical in this Planet Fitness. Got some Stairmasters. Looks like now we're getting into the treadmills. And with that about does it for this Planet Fitness. Definitely on the smaller end. This is one of the smallest Planet Fitnesses I've toured. One thing I did want to come back to that I didn't get a good look at before is our plate-loaded leg press machine tucked away in the corner back here. So far, this is the only plate-loaded machine in this entire Planet Fitness. As you can see, there's also not a whole lot of plates. Looks like they really tried to maximize the 10-pounders on this guy. Not a lot of 45-pound plates. So if you're looking to hit a PR on the leg press, you might have to look somewhere else. So overall, this Planet Fitness is definitely lacking in my opinion. Something I noticed is that there are no free weight squat rack or deadlift platforms to be had. Their P-Fit 360 section is more like a P-Fit 180. It's about half the size of a typical P-Fit 360. As you can see from some of my previous videos, typically the 360 Adult Jungle Gym is obviously a lot bigger. A lot of times they'll have these kind of monkey bar sections, which this one does not. Their TRX section is about half the size of a typical TRX in other Planet Fitnesses. Their cable section is out of order today, so we're down to 1/3 of a cable section, which is unfortunate. Hopefully they'll get that fixed soon. When it comes to cardio, as you could see, there was plenty of ellipticals and treadmills to choose from, but no arc machine in sight. If you know me, you know that I love me an arc machine, so definitely feel like they could have replaced some of their ellipticals with the superior piece of cardio equipment. As we saw before, there was only one plate-loaded machine, which was the leg press, and there wasn't even that many plates available for it. In a lot of different Planet Fitnesses, especially in the new year, they've been revamping with new plate-loaded machines, which this Planet Fitness has not. And I get this P-Fit is on the smaller end, but I feel like there was some places that had room for maybe another plate-loaded machine or two. The one shining thing in this Planet Fitness was the calf raise machine, which I hadn't really seen this particular style before in a Planet Fitness. But other than that, not too impressive overall. And so I'm going to be giving the Planet Fitness in McCandless, PA a 2.8 out of 10. That's it for this gym tour. I hope you found the video enjoyable. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.